What's up guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Type 63 in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Specifically, we're going to take a look at what it looks like at max level and go over what I think is the best class setup for the Type 63. So if you're trying to get all of your camo challenges done, or if you're just trying to use this weapon because you really enjoy it, hopefully this guide will help you out. Now keep in mind, this is my recommendations for the best setup. So if you guys run something different, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. So let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, you're going to want to make sure you have, under your skills, your weapon classes, you want to make sure you have tactical rifles upgraded to at least tier 3. What this is going to do is allow you to add 3 additional attachments to your tactical rifle, giving you a total of 8 attachments for the Type 63. If you don't have that, that's fine, but you definitely want to try to make sure to have that. That way you can run the absolute best loadout for this gun. Now next up, once we get into the actual tactical rifle, the Type 63, I'm going to go over every attachment real quickly, and each section I'll go over what I think is the best for each section. So first up, for the optics, I did take an in-game screenshot so you guys can see what each of the scopes look like. But we have the Vision Tech 2X, the Cobra Red Dot, the Axial Arms 3X, Millstop Reflex, Royal and Cross 4X, Quick Dot LED, Hawksmoor, Silix Hollow Scout, Susat Multi-Zoom, which does have a 2.0 to a 4.0 multi-zoom, Hangman RF, Vulture Custom Zoom, which does zoom anywhere between 1.0x and 10x, and we have the Nock Sova Thermal Scope as well. That's going to be all of the optics you can get for the Type 63, but personally I would recommend the Cobra Red Dot. The Cobra Red Dot is going to give you that 1.75 magnification, and I think it's going to be very helpful. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, you want to be very mobile, so you don't want your sights to block out what's going on around you. So I think overall the Red Dot does really well on the Type 63. Alright, next up for the muzzles. For the muzzles, you can get the Muzzle Brake 762, the Flash Guard 762, the Silencer, Spetsnaz Compensator, KGB Eliminator, and Groove Silencer. These are going to be all the muzzles for the Type 63. Now the muzzle we decided to go with is the Spetsnaz Compensator. What that's going to do is give us increased vertical recoil and decreased horizontal recoil. But again, these choices that we make, a lot of the recoil choices, they balance each other out with some of the other attachments. Next up, going into the barrel attachments for the Type 63, you can get the 16.4 Rapid Fire, 18.3 Cavalry Lancer, 18.3 Strike Team, 16.4 Titanium, 21.5 Match Grade, and 21.5 Task Force. These are all the barrel attachments for the Type 63. Now the barrel attachment we decided to go with is the 21.5 Task Force, which is going to give us that 9% damage buff, which is good. It does give us effective range and bullet velocity, downside being vertical and horizontal recoil. But again, with some of these attachments, we can balance the numbers out easily just by choosing the right attachments to compensate for the loss. So the 21.5 Task Force is the barrel of choice here. Next up, for the body for the Type 63, you can get Steady Aim Laser, Mounted Flashlight, KGB Target Designator, GRU 5MW Laser Sight, Tiger Team Spotlight, and Ember Sighting Point. These are going to be all of the body attachments for the Type 63. Now the attachment we decided to go with for our build is going to be the Ember Sighting Point, which is going to give us the increased salvage drop rate to help us upgrade our gun faster, as well as the 30% hipfire accuracy. The downside, we do lose some sprint to fire time as well as aim down sight time, but again, we have other attachments to boost those later on, and we'll show you when we go over all of the attachments. This is going to be the best body attachment for the Type 63. Moving on to the underbarrel for the Type 63, you can get Front Grip, Infiltrator Grip, Patrol Grip, Bruiser Grip, Spetsnaz Grip, and VDV Speed Grip. These are all the underbarrels for the Type 63. Now the one we decided to go with is the Spetsnaz Grip, which is going to give us the plus 10% vertical recoil, plus 40% horizontal recoil. And then the downside, we do lose some shooting movement speed, which we can make up for with some of the other attachments, as I mentioned before. You also have things like Speed Cola and Deadshot Daiquiri to help with these as well. But overall, this is one of the attachments to kind of even out some of the negative recoil changes we had earlier. Overall, the Spetsnaz Grip is going to be what we use in our final build. Moving on to the magazine for the Type 63, you can get the 30 round taped mags, 30 round speed mags, the Bake Elite 35 round, GRU mag clamp, and VDV 35 round fast mag. These are all the magazine attachments for the Type 63. Now the one we decided to go with is the VDV 35 round fast mag. This has a lot of benefits and not as many cons. You're going to get increased ammo magazine capacity, increased reload quickness, increased max starting ammo, as well as ammo capacity. All these are definitely good when it comes to Cold War zombies. You do lose a little bit of aim down sight time, but this can be made up for again with Deadshot Daiquiri, as well as some of the other attachments as well. Overall, I think this is going to be the best magazine choice for the Type 63. Next up, moving on to the handle for the Type 63. The handle attachments you can get are speed grip, drop shot wrap, field tape, Spetsnaz field grip, serpent wrap, and GRU elastic wrap. These are all of the handle attachments for the Type 63. Now what I think the best handle attachment is for this build is going to be the GRU elastic wrap. What this does, it gives us 30% aim down sight time to compensate for earlier, the flinch resistance, as well as aim while going prone. The aim while going prone doesn't really help us as much in zombies, but mainly it's the aim down sight time we want to use. The downside, we will lose some shooting movement speed, as well as sprint to fire time speed, but again, a lot of these choices are meant to balance out some of the other attachments. Overall, I think this is going to be the best handle for the Type 63. Now moving on to the last attachment, the stock. For the Type 63, you can get the tactical stock, wire stock, duster pad, no stock, raider stock, or the KGP pad. All these are the stock attachments for the Type 63. Now the one we decided to go with is going to be the Raider stock. And the reason for that is going to give us plus 10% shooting movement speed, as well as 50% aim walking movement speed. Downside is we do lose hipfire accuracy, but again, these choices are meant to balance out each other, and we did have a buff to hipfire accuracy with one of the other attachments. So if we put all of these attachments on, you'll see quickly why we decided to choose these for our build. So for our final build for the Type 63, the best attachments that I would recommend would be for our optics, Cobra red dot sight, for our muzzle, Spetsnaz compensator, for our barrel, 21.5 task force, for our body, Ember sighting point, for our underbarrel, Spetsnaz grip, for our magazine, VDV 35 round fast mag, for our handle, the GRU elastic wrap, and for our stock, the Raider stock. These are what I think the best attachments for the Type 63 are going to be in Cold War zombies, in my opinion. Again, these are my recommendations of what I would use for the Type 63, so if you're trying to either get all of your camo challenges done, or you just really enjoy the Type 63 and you want to use the best loadout in zombies, this is what I would highly recommend. But if you guys enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, be sure to leave me a comment down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.